Good morning, Bexley Heath Academy. It is Monday, the 11th of January, and I hope that you are all well. I'm delighted today to be joined by Miss Prescott, who's on site with her bobbly hat that I can see there, which is lovely, and Miss Collier as well, who is also with us on site this morning, and I'll be handing over to both of them in a moment's time. Just a really massive well done from last week. The attendance statistics last week were incredible, and it was lovely to see nearly every single student across the academy logging into at some point across the week, engaging in their virtual lessons so well. And we continue that theme this week, really, all about engaging in our virtual studies. We know that virtual learning is here to remain for at least the next 5 weeks. And what's really important is that you make the very most out of that opportunity. And what I mean by that is not just passively sort of sitting in your Google Meets, but joining every single Google Meet, every single lesson. If your teacher poses you a question, not being unafraid to sort of unmute yourself and talk to your teachers and engage in those lessons, not being afraid to post questions into the chat window. Okay, so please do engage in those. And I think if you think of all of the values at Bexley Heath Academy, showing that you're unusually brave during these times will just help you to secure your learning, but also make you feel part of the academy, even though you're not absolutely on site. So please do continue to engage in a really positive way as you did last week. And let's continue to push those limits on what's possible when it comes to virtual learning. Especially, dare I say it, as the person who oversees sixth form for year 11, 12 and 13, attendance is going to be even more important now than it has been ever before. As you know, there will be no formal examinations this summer, and therefore your attendance and the work you complete from now until the end of the year will no doubt be used as part of a teacher grading. And we are yet to see what that looks like from the government, but we'll no doubt form part of that judgment process, okay? Now, on to the exciting bit. Before I hand over to the birthday shout-out to Miss Collier, last week, Miss Lufa reintroduced the Power Pose competition, and in a minute, I'm about to put Mrs. Prescott and Miss Collier back on the spot when we talk about those. So last week's Power Pose was being unusually brave, and I'm absolutely delighted, and I can share with you the picture of Ava in year 8. Congratulations to Ava, a massive sort of virtual round of applause. Here is her Power Pose of being unusually brave, so a massive round of applause from me. Hopefully you can see that on the screen, so really, really well done. This week's Power Pose, and the Power Poses that you need to send to Miss Lufa, is the Discover What's Possible. And if you remember from what Miss Lufa said, the Discover What's Possible is the looking out onto the horizon. Miss Prescott and Miss Collier, what's your Discover? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. There they are. So please do continue to send those pictures to Miss Lufa, and hopefully you'll feature in an assembly in the next couple of days. I'm going to hand over to Miss Collier now, who's got the wonderful birthday shout-outs and loads of highlights from last week. Miss Collier, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Smarks. Good morning, everyone. It's nice to be back on site today, and it's nice to speak to you all. I've got the good bits to do this morning, so birthday shout out. So Sunday, we had 3 birthdays. Nathan in year 12, Mia in year 11, and Fatia in year 10. And today, we've got 4, so happy birthday for today. We have Freddie in year 9, we have Christina in year 11, and we have Alfie in year 7. I've also got some student shout-outs to do. So Miss Lufa has nominated 2 of her students who've done exceptionally well at the moment. So Alfie Massey has worked the hardest I've ever seen him work. Alfie can do some incredible work when you put your mind to it, so keep it up for Miss Lufa. And Thomas Bennett shows a great understanding of the need of government guidelines and the impact on all stakeholders, and that's for your food technology. So congratulations to you 2, and it'd be lovely to hear the rest of your names in assembly across the week. Now I'm going to quickly hand over to Miss Prescott. Hopefully you would have seen in your emails each morning a link to the Be Positive calendar for January. So I'm going to hand over to Miss Prescott, who is going to announce today's positive action.
Good morning, everyone. It's so good to be on camera and to hopefully be coming into your living rooms. I'm here this morning to talk to you about something that's I'm really impassioned about, and it's our Be Positive campaign. So Be Positive, as Ms. Collier was talking about, is our way to find active and creative way to stay positive and uplifted whilst studying at home. And I think you'll all probably agree that your mental health is something that we really, really need to be focused on, as well as kind of like our academic activities. So today's challenge, my challenge, and the reason I'm all wrapped up in my true Gryffindor fashion is because our challenge today is to be positive and explore nature, go for a walk. So I know it's been really, really cold for the last week, but it's meant to be warming up. It's meant to be warming up. It was warmer in my car this morning. And the idea is to wrap up warm and go for a walk, exploring the nature and the world around you. Now, this is a particular challenge that I really love doing. I live in the countryside, and I go kind of walking around with my children for that hour-long walk that we're allowed to take each day. Take your cameras, take your phones, really, really explore that nature. There are some amazing nature photography out there and take part and be part of it. And just a little side note, in addition to that, if you take some amazing nature photographs, please feel free to email them to me, because I'd love to see your kind of like photographs of like the world around us as you're taking that challenge and going for a walk. Anyway, just remember that you obviously are only allowed to leave home for once a day for your exercise. Okay, so you're only allowed to do it once, so make that walk count. Okay, guys, thank you so much. And Mr. Sparks, it's back to
Brilliant. Thank you for that, Miss Prescott. I can see some people already in the chat window looking like they're going to engage in that, and I'm hoping to see some of those nature photos. Do send those through as well, guys, to myself, Miss Luther, Miss Prescott, Miss Collier, and hopefully we'll be able to post some of your photos on here in the next couple of days. Final closing messages from me this morning, as per usual. As you know, please do stay at home, making sure that you're attending your virtual lessons and engaging. It's all about engagement this week. Keep a window open. Try and keep that fresh air circulating throughout your homes. Do wash your hands regularly, and if you do need to head out, do keep that all important 2 meter distance. But please do go for that walk in somewhere beautiful and take some pictures and send them over. Looking forward to showcasing those over the next few days. Hope you have a fantastic day and looking forward to seeing you virtually across the week. Bye for now, everyone.